My name is Cheyenne Simmons. I'm going to be in VyStar Savings Challenge. I'm a student here at UNF. So this semester, I am taking construction management at the moment. I want to be an architect and I want to move to Atlanta and start my career in Atlanta. The reason why I wanted to join this challenge was just to challenge myself even more and expand my knowledge of saving and investing my money. My current biggest challenge that I have right now is purchasing Air Jordans. I really love the design of the shoes and I love how I can put different outfits together with the shoes. Jordans are very expensive, so right now I'm saving at home. With that, I've been able to save a little money and also feed my addiction.
I'm excited because we are on the UNF campus getting ready to meet our newest VyStar Savings Challenge member. I'm here with Kevin Brown. And Kevin, what I think is so cool is you are a VyStar School Program Advisor, which I didn't even know existed. And you've met our next challenger, or member, I should say, Cheyenne. So you met him in high school?
Yes, Cheyenne Simmons was one of our student interns at Jean Ribaud High School.
Wow.
Absolutely stellar student, so super proud of him.
He wants to be an architect, though, when he graduates. He wants to go to Atlanta, which I know costs a little bit more than here, right?
Yes, a lot.
So what are some of the things he needs to be thinking about?
Today, I believe Cheyenne needs to focus on the cost of living that's going to be adjusted from Jacksonville to Atlanta. So today, we're actually going to sit down with Cheyenne and we're going to be very practical about a budget for what his lifestyle is now compared to what he plans for his lifestyle to look like in Atlanta. And so the last thing we want to happen is that Cheyenne is now living in Atlanta but has to move back home.
Let's go see him. I think he's over here waiting for us. Hey, Cheyenne.
Hey, how
I'm
you
Jordan.
doing?
Nice to meet you. I understand you know Kevin
Absolutely.
here.
Good
How
to
you
see you.
doing? Good to see you.
Yes.
So lofty goals. You know, I think this is really cool that you have such a good head on your shoulders and you have so many goals that you wanted to achieve. So Kevin, you were working in one of the branches in the high school when you met him? Like, how does that program work?
Yeah, so I am the school program advisor for our Duval County schools. So we have student-ran branches.
So how many branches do you have?
So we're at 19 school branches right now.
That's amazing.
So our students, it is a student-ran branches. Our students are getting hands-on experience on what it's like to work for the credit union, at the same time gain financial education. So we teach financial education to our students so that they can then go out and teach that to their peers.
Right. Okay, so what was that like, that process like for you? I think that was so cool, huh?
Just such an amazing experience and the overall thing. I got to actually be a manager over my other peers and also bringing in other students to open up savings accounts, checking accounts that they have access to right here in school.
So I bet it's so cool now to see him in college.
It is, yes.
He's working on those steps to get to be an architect. How cool is that? What kind of brought you into that world? What made you want to do that?
I fell in love with the art of architecture, being able to draw up plans for houses, residentials, commercial, whatever the case may be. So with that, I'm able to pursue my career and do something that I really love and really passionate about.
What's the next step?
So we'll talk through what the cost of living looks like, right? There are different taxes out of state. You have different price tags on food, right, on gas. So some of those very practical things that we don't always pay attention to, we're going to look at those today.
Have you thought of that before? About how it's going to be different when you go to a bigger city?
Right, very little, but I feel like today's exercise will give me a reality check.
Right, and since it is such an expensive area, I have to ask, why did you want to choose Atlanta?
The reason why I chose Atlanta is just because of all the modern houses and buildings that they have being built there.
Yeah, I think that's great that you've even done your research to know about the architecture there. Yeah, so I think it's time to do maybe some more research on your financial fitness. What do you say? Are you excited?
Yes, very excited.
I think it's time to head to the branch. What do you think, Kevin?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right, Cheyenne, so we are here at the branch and we are ready to get started with this reality check. All right, so as an architect, you have about a $117,000 income just starting out. That's your salary. However, we have to think through the deductions. Most people don't think about taxes, the insurance, the Medicare costs, Social Security, 401k investments. So when you think about all those deductions coming out, you're left with about $8,000, which is still a good net income to work with as an architect. All right, so let's get started.
Let's get started.
Starting with housing, all right? So now are you looking to live in the city, outside the city?
Outside the city.
Outside the city, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom?
1 bedroom.
1 bedroom, let's just say that's gonna run you about $1,600. But you cannot forget renter's insurance as well as utility costs. That's also connected with that. And sometimes they charge you a garbage fee. On to utilities, because again, you have to have Wi-Fi. You may have some days where you're working from home. If you're looking at Wi-Fi, you're looking at streaming services, you're about at $350, okay? Just to be on the low side of that. But then in Atlanta, you also want to make sure that you have reliable transportation. So when we look at transportation, let's just say we did a compact car. So it's not just a compact car, it is the gas cost, it's also the maintenance. So let's just say about $550 when it comes to the package of having a vehicle, okay? But Cheyenne, as you and I both know, life happens, right? And so let's just say your car breaks down or tires, right? That's an expense. Your phone may break. So again, if we account for life happenings, you want to have about $1,000 saved up as an emergency fund, which is why we're here today to talk about this savings challenge, to make sure that when emergency happens, we have funds already readily available. Okay? And now, again, you're not living at home anymore. You're not living with mom. You got to eat, right? We love to eat. So groceries, good quality groceries, probably running about $330. That's on the month, okay? That could change based on the economy as well. Then also, you want to make sure that you have some time to, go out. You're gonna need clothing to go out. So when you think about eating out, when you think about clothes, let's not forget the Jordan collection. Right? So you're looking at about
I'm gonna say about 500, just simply because I'm not gonna buy them Jordans every month, but only when I have a little bit change to spare.
Okay, 500, and again, that may increase based on your comfort, okay? And then we get to the last portion of this simulation. So being a part of VyStar since you were at school, right, as a teenager, you know that giving back to our community is a huge part of the makeup of this organization. So how do you feel about giving back?
I definitely want to give back just because the community that poured into me, and I would also like to stay blessed by the Lord.
Okay, and so about how much are you thinking to give back?
So I'm thinking to give back about $200. 200.
So now that we have kind of worked through all of these expenses, where are you at now?
Right now, I'm sitting at roughly $300.
Roughly $300, and again, with the salary that you have as an architect, that's not bad.
Not at all.
Okay, so Cheyenne, we have completed the simulation. So tell me, what was your greatest takeaway?
My greatest takeaway was getting a real life example of what my life will look like in a couple years.
So Cheyenne, I want to say keep up the good work and make sure again that you stick to the plan that you have put in place so that you're not having to go back and live with mom. But you could build her house as an architect, right?
Definitely.
Absolutely right. So the value of today's simulation was simply to elevate the mindset of Cheyenne, to help him to see that, one, his dreams are very achievable. However, you have to have a practical plan in place. VyStar does these financial fitness reality fairs to ensure that we're elevating the mindset of our students. It's more than just having a branch in the school, but it's bringing real life education, being practical, helping students to see what is achievable, helping them to start saving early, and so that they can achieve their savings goals. My hopes for Cheyenne is that he would be consistent with the goals that he has set for himself. While he understands needs versus wants, he'll make sure that he's following the plan of action that he's helped to put into place to secure that future for him.
Well, we'll check back in with Cheyenne in a few weeks to see how he's done with the VyStar Savings Challenge, where we challenge you to save $1,000. And if you would like to join the VyStar Savings Challenge, you'll actually automatically be entered to win $1,000. Just head to vystarcu.org/savings challenge.